God will hide you in the midst of your enemy. God will hide you in the midst of your enemies because they're not looking there. They don't know who you are. And whoever God is equipping you and already equipped you to be, they have no clue. Sometimes you don't even know. Why? It's because he's hiding you from the enemy that's trying to kill you. All right? So we're going to 1 Samuel, and we're going to talk about David. All right? When God hit David, he hit David right by Saul. And it is so funny how Saul never inquired who David was until after he defeated Goliath. I want y'all to see this. So it says this, 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 34. But David said to Saul, your servant used to keep his father's sheep. He said, your servant. So he's saying, I'm your servant. Huh? I'm your servant. Y'all remember he was playing the harp. Every time Saul was tormented, David was sitting right there next to him playing the harp for him. He never wanted to know who David was. He just know that's the boy playing the harp. And it's so funny because this is the same boy you put the armor on, the same boy that sit next to you and play the harp. You don't even know who he is. And then we get over here to 1 Samuel chapter 17 still. And he says in verse 55, when Saul saw David going out against the Philistines, he said to Abner, the commander of the army, Abner, whose son is this you? And Abner said, as your soul lives, O king, I do not know. As your soul lives, king, I do not know. Now, this is the same David that is playing the harp. How funny is that? And listen, Saul was adamant to find out who he was. So he says in verse 56. So the king said, inquire whose son this young man is. Inquire whose son this young man is. Now this is the same David that plays the harp. You put your armor on him. Who this boy? And then as David returns, verse 57, and as David returned from the slaughter of the Philistine, Abner took him and brought him before Saul with the head of the Philistines in his hand. All right. They were like, carry the head of Goliath, like, yeah, okay. All right. And Saul said to him, whose son are you, young man? So David answered, I am the son of your servant Jesse, the Bethlehemite. Okay. And from there, Saul resented David. So all this time, he never even knew the same person that was elevated to be king was in his midst, and that God, this how cold God is. All right. This how cold our God is. He don't play. Look how he hit Jesus. He don't play. And then when it's the time that he's ready to reveal, trust me, you'll be equipped to do what God says to do. He will hide you, and it's okay to be hidden. And I leave you with this message here. Don't be in such a rush for people to move you, or people to elevate you, or to push you out. Be okay with sitting in the presence of God as he's continuing to mold you, and even be in a place where he's hiding you. Because only God knows what he put inside of you, and he's equipped you with, and he's equipped you to do. And it's not the physical enemies that's coming at you. It's Satan himself. Y'all know the story. He killed a whole bunch of things. He killed a whole bunch of babies because he thought killing those babies was going to stop Jesus from coming into the world. Nobody knows what God has equipped you. Nobody knows what God has equipped even those around you with. We don't know. But Satan he's trying to destroy every plan God has in the earth realm that's going to tear his kingdom down. So be okay with wherever God has you. Be okay wherever you are in the presence of God, because he will hide you in the midst of your enemy, and they'll never know who you are. So I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Y'all be blessed.